Good evening. I hope you all are having a wonderful, warm evening, and that if you're out and about, that you're being safe. I popped on here. I did a video earlier that I've decided not to post, and here's why. I had a great day, and I'm so grateful to God. It was a huge struggle this morning to get out, but I needed to see a particular doctor, and I wasn't sure I was going to get there. But I did, and it was what I needed. It was exactly what I needed, and I'm grateful to God. Um, on occasion, especially when I'm not very well, I use transportation. I think in Maryland it's called SCAT or something like that, but I use that here. And pick up, drop off this morning, no problem. Pick up this afternoon to get back home was an issue. Not for any other reason than the driver was just one complaint after another. He refused to pick me up in front of the medical building, said he didn't like sitting there, which means I had to try and maneuver my walker to get to him. And today that was especially difficult, which is the reason I used them, and I had my walker with me, so I was already exhausted and in a lot of pain going to the car. As he put my walker in the car, he complained about that. He complained about a myriad of things during our 12 14-minute ride. And when he turned into the complex where I live, he rode a little bit, and there's ice off to one side. For some reason, he chose to drive over the ice as opposed to where he could have gone around, and his wheels slid. I heard it. He said, "Oh no, I'm not doing this." Now, I live in the cul-de-sac, like the U part of the cul-de-sac, so I'm not near my house. Most people could walk it. I cannot right now. And I didn't know what he meant, and I was not sure, and then he said it again. "Yeah, I'm not going back there." And I was like, "Why?" He said, "Well, you heard my wheels spin." I said, "But you can go around it. Just back up and go around it, the ice." "I'm not doing it." And then he picks up his radio and he says, "And I'm going to call my dispatch and let her know." And I was like, wow, okay, just then give me my walker out of your car. Well, if that's what you want me to do, what else is there? You have now said, "I will not deliver you to your house. This is where I stop." What is the rest of the conversation? There is none. So he sat there like a minute talking to his dispatcher, and I'm like, "Give me my walker. I'm going to take pictures too. I'm going to show them, because I'm not doing this. We heard you the first two times." And when I said we, he should have known one of my other personalities had now joined me in the car. And I was like, I need to get out, because this is not going to go well. He gave me my walker, and I literally was sitting in the parking lot in the cold because he refused to go any further. I had to call a lift to get 8 houses. A lift to turn into where he just was to get me home. 8 houses down. I was so upset that as this is happening and I'm sitting in my in my walker, I am videotaping this because I'm about to post in situation what's happening. And I just got angrier and angrier because I could not fathom leaving somebody sitting out in the cold and being like, "Yeah, I ain't doing that," and going about my business. And then I even thought, goodness, what in the world would I do if that was my loved one and I found out you literally just told them you're not going to take them any further and you just roll out? Like, what would I do? So this video that I did earlier was escalating into a place, and I realized something, and I stopped videotaping. I was allowing this man to take me out of my character. and rapidly. I also lamented that I can't walk over there. Like, it all got brought to me in that moment, and I was very upset with myself for allowing that to get there. So I had to step back and let the Holy Spirit fill that space between that man and me and my emotions right then. Because I was getting real out of character. And it's not who I want to be. It's not who I'm purposed to be. And that's the only message that comes out of this video. If there is a moment, because our world seems to be on fire, our country seems to be on fire, everything's so volatile, is step back for a minute, whatever that situation may be, and let the Holy Spirit fill that space between whatever that circumstance is and you. And yes, I had to call a Lyft. Yes, the Lyft driver got me home safely. Thank God. Thank God. He provided a way for me to get home. And I still had a really great day. Anyways, just a thought. I love you guys. No strings attached. Thank you to all who will watch this. If you feel like it can bless somebody, please share it. Thanks for those who subscribe to my channel and that follow me along this Forged in Fire journey. I'm grateful to you, and I'm grateful for you, and I hope that you find a blessing somewhere in this, and that God will get the glory. Good night.